Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. This is day 2 in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Beautiful Tuesday, June the 17th. Thank you so much for your attendance and being here. A celebrity already joining me in the press box, Mr. Ortega. I remember the man, the myth, the legend from last year. His son is playing, like most of these guys. Hope you had a good Father's Day. And a big shout out to all the fathers out there, actually. My father included, in Connecticut. I'm from Tampa, and I'm bringing you this broadcast live. This is day 2 for me, but the PRIBL has been being played for a few games now in a few days. So here we are. This is the Tuesday game. Yesterday we had a good competition. All 4 teams are extremely well balanced, and we're going to have the Tainos against the Conquistadores today in the 10 o'clock game. This is the morning game. So we'll see Tainos and the Conquistadores take the field, as the Tainos are the home team, and they're on the field right now getting their warm-ups. Javier Lopez, the starting pitcher for Team Tainos, as he's getting his warm-ups, and the team is taking the field and getting their warm-ups in. Conquistadores are going to be leading things off momentarily, but here comes the throwdown from the catcher, Nat Greenslet. So Tainos are ready to go, and so are the Conquistadores in their lineup. Thank you so much for joining us and being with us today. Beautiful sunny day. Yesterday, another beautiful day as well. We enjoyed really good weather so far, and the same is expected today. No clouds in the sky except for some little patchy ones, but nothing to be scared about. Joel Cortez, the shortstop, leading things off for the Conquistadores, getting ready, and we'll introduce the lineup. But first, the defense. Malachi Lyon in center field. Second base, Dominic Massos. Shortstop, Brian Calderon, as the first pitch is getting ready to throw. Here, Javier Lopez, first pitch at 10:05. Just misses high. As we mentioned, Brian Calderon, really slick fielding shortstop. Tate Riley at first, Ashton Weathersby at third base for Team Tainos. Nat Greenslet, we already mentioned. Behind the plate, Kurt Ortega in left field, Darren Rosenberg, the right fielder, and the DH for Tainos, Miguel Nueves. This is Joel Cortez taking ball 2 high. So, Conquistadores from yesterday won their game. Tainos ended up losing their game, and as I mentioned earlier, very balanced of these 4 teams in the PRIBL. As that one misses, now 3-0 to the leadoff hitter for Conquistadores, Joel Cortez. Thank you so much for being a part of this broadcast. So many people working behind the scenes, helping out, many volunteers. Beautiful stadium here in Aguadilla, Luis Marquez Stadium. Oh, that just misses him. But either way, it's ball 4 as he slings his blue bat for the blue Conquistadores in their blue and red uniforms. The visiting team, Conquistadores, fresh off a win yesterday. Now stepping in, the second baseman, Nick Fast Horse. Saw Nick yesterday on the mound as well. So a lot of these athletes can do a lot of things on the field. Really well-balanced teams in the PRIBL, as that one misses high from Javier Lopez. As he wipes off the mound and brushes things off to try to settle himself down, as he started things off with a walk. That's not what you want to do. Cortez on first with the walk. That ball nearly misses Fast Horse. So, again, Javier Lopez is a little bit wild to start things off. His head coach is going to come out and talk to him. So we're going to have a brief break here as we introduce the rest of the team for the Tainos in the field. Lyon in center, Masso at second, Calderon at short, Riley at first base, Weathersby, third base, behind the plate, Greenslet, Ortega in left, Rosenberg in right field, and Nueves the DH. That is the Tainos team. Conquistadores, as we already mentioned, Cortez, the shortstop, led things off with a walk. He's on first base right now as this brief meeting adjourns. Fast Horse, the batter. He's second base for Conquistadores. Braden Kaler, the third baseman, batting third. Connor Anderson, the center fielder, batting fourth. Batting fifth, Braylon Reynolds, playing first base for Conquistadores. Left fielder is Joshua Smart. DH is Theodores Metricos. Catcher Hayden Bledsoe, and right fielder Jonciel Baez. There's a strike. So good job from Lopez to settle himself down after he had a conversation with his head coach to try to right himself and put him back on the right track. Last thing you want to do is stay wild. Check to swing right there. A big shout out to Juan Berger. He just messaged me. Glad to listen on the streaming broadcast. So thank you so much for the shout out, Juan Berger. Man, I miss him. And there goes the runner. And the throw down. Well, it's ball four. Doesn't matter. So back-to-back walks now. So back-to-back walks. Not what you want to do, but back-to-back walks. So runners on first and second. Cortez and Fast Horse. Braden Kaler for Conquistadores. Richard Kaler was behind the plate yesterday. So, third base today, as I mentioned, these guys can play all over the diamond. Fantastic athletes. As I'd like to tell you, from last year, I was with the PRIBL last year, and I think this year there's an uptick in athleticism and hitting. So I'm really excited to watch both these clubs go at it for the first time against each other. They did not play yesterday, but today they are playing against each other, and that's taken for a strike. A throw down nearly hits the runner, but the shortstop does a good job of fielding that, keeping it in front, so no advancement from the runners, but a good arm from the catcher for Team Tainos. The catcher, Nat Greenslet. Of course, we saw Greenslet on the mound yesterday, a plus arm, so now he's behind the plate. He can really throw it. So here's the pitch with first and second. Cut on and missed. Big swing and a miss. I think that was a ball, so he went fishing right there. So he's in the hole right now. Braden Kaler. This is the top of the first inning, 0-0 score. Conquistadores, though, threatening with first and second, nobody out. Both batters on the bases walked. Just missed right there. Speed pitch. Kaler did not offer at that one, so good eye at the plate. So good discipline as Kaler takes that one to even things up 2-2. The count. Runners on first and second. Cortez, the lead runner at second base, he walked, and then Fast Horse on first, he also walked. Nobody out here. Here's the 2-2. Hammered into left center. That's going to drop down for a base hit. And the head coach is going to send one run, will score. Throw in is cut off at third base. So first and third now. Big RBI hit right there from Braden Kaler. Kaler nailed that 2-2 pitch into left center field. So Lopez in a bit of a jam here as he walked the first two batters and gave up a hard hit line drive single to Kaler. Down 1-0 now. Runners on first and third. Stepping in for Conquistadores is Connor Anderson. Anderson had a really good day at the plate yesterday as well, batting from the left side with runners on first and third. Let's see if they put on anything. That's a good pitch right there from Lopez. Lopez needs to settle things down if he wants to last in this game. 2 walks and a hit already, nobody out. Going through the heart of the order for Conquistadores. There's a good pitch. For a strike. So Anderson not looking to be aggressive here, but let's see what he does. In the hole now, 0-2. Lopez pouring it in there. Runners at the corners. Kaler at first base. Started and stopped, and that ball is cued to the second baseman. Onto the shortstop there to first base. Oh, can't handle it. One run does score, so safe at first is Anderson. Scores 2-0.
Make him get that first one.
Run on first base, so they did get, second baseman did a good job of shuffling over to the shortstop. Shortstop made a good toss, but the first baseman couldn't handle it over there at first base for the Twin killing, so there's only one out now. Stepping in for Conquistadores, number 24, Braylon Reynolds. Reynolds, the batter. Cut on and fouled back to the screen here in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. That's right, we are live here in the Wooden Bat Summer League. These college athletes. Big shout out to all the visitors and all the volunteers. Checks his swing. Good block by the catcher for Tainos Greenslet. So 2-0 is the score. Conquistadores coming up and scoring 2 runs in the top of the first inning with 1 out. Runner on first base. Here's the pitch to the shortstop. Steps on second. Great play by the shortstop. Twin killing right there. That does it for the Conquistadores. Scoring 2 runs, though. It's a good job by the Conquistadores to jump out early. And Team Tainos coming to bat in the bottom of the first inning, down 2. So let's see how the Tainos respond after going down 2 runs. We'll be back with the PRIBL. This is Anthony DeSanto once again live in a beautiful sunny Puerto Rico in Aguadilla. We'll be back. All right, here we go is right. Thank you so much for joining us back. This is the bottom of the first inning. Conquistadores scoring 2 runs in their top of the first inning. Starting things off with a bang. Now Tainos, let's see how they respond. Leadoff hitter, center fielder Malachi Lyon. Here's the first pitch inside, nearly hit him, almost hit him. That is the Hawaiian special. I don't know if you like pineapple on your pizza, but I sure don't. Maybe he does. Capono, the man, the myth, the legend. I got to talk with him earlier. He's actually playing his high school baseball in Bradenton, Florida, not too far from me, as that ball misses high. And so 2 balls and no strikes to Malachi Lyon, one of the, I think, one of the best hitters in the PRIBL. Not to play favorites, but he can play. Like most of these guys, I got to see him last year. Thankful for that opportunity. Whoa, checked his swing, and he went around. Good pitch right there. Hard fastball from Capono on the mound. Plays that, Capono plays his high school baseball at the IMG Academy. If you know anything about the IMG Academy, they are some serious ball players down there and a serious school, sports school. This is Anthony DeSanto live in Puerto Rico. Good pitch right there. Taken for a strike to even things up 2-2. As mentioned earlier, this is a 1-0 team taking on an 0-1 team. Conquistadores. And Team Tainos. Conquistadores won their game yesterday. Tainos lost a real close game yesterday. That was a true back and forth game. Really exciting matchup between both those two teams. This year, extremely well balanced in the PRIBL. And that's ball 4 taken high. So that's something you don't want to do right there. After scoring 2 runs in the top of the first inning, walking the leadoff hitter Malachi Lyon of the Tainos team there, as his walk-up song is being played. Tainos lost a close one, as we mentioned, but very well-balanced Tainos team. They are in the hole, though, 2-0 in the bottom of the first inning. 2-0 is the score. Conquistadores on top. Here's the pitch from Capono. Taken high, throw down. Lyon is safe with an easy steal right there. Lyon can absolutely fly. Something you don't want to do is put him on base. So he walked and stole a base right there. Dominic Masso, we saw him yesterday. Hit the ball really well yesterday as that ball's hammered back to the screen. No, it's no fan for any, no free baseball for anybody, no souvenir. As one of the players from Conquistadores gets that ball. Shout out to that guy. Thank you for helping out. Thank you for being with us. This is Dominic Masso, the second baseman for Tainos. Hits that ball in the air to second baseman, ranging over to his right. Catching that ball, so good job by Conquistadores' second baseman, Nick Fasthorse. Retires the batter, Masso, so no advancement, but still in scoring position. And Malachi Lyon, he walked and stole a base. That's how he got to second. Masso just popped out. And now the shortstop, Brian Calderon, another impressive player from Tainos. Yesterday had a good day at the plate. He can hit the ball hard. So let's see how the starting pitcher for Conquistadores, Capono Kali, throws and pitches to him, plus fastball. We saw his off-speed pitch earlier today as well, and he can mix it up nicely. So he kicks, fires, and deals. That's a good fastball again. You can just tell by the foul balls and just some of the swings by these Conquistadores from Capono. He is showing plus velocity early on. See how he handles the batter, Calderon. Leaves that one high. So, yeah, he's wanting to talk to his catcher there. Try to get on the same page always. Want to get on the same page with your catcher. Hayden Bledsoe goes out there to talk to him. So Bledsoe and Capono get together. 2-0's the score. This is the bottom of the first inning. This is the first game of 2 games today. Conquistadores and Team Tainos do battle in the first inning. Conquistadores jumping out to an early 2-0 lead. Here's the pitch. Hammer to the shortstop. Does a good job of ranging to his left and throwing across to get the out right there. So good job by the pitcher right there, Capono, to talk with his catcher, and they got things right. And they retired the batter right there on a ground ball to shortstop. Braylon Calderon is retired. Tate Riley, another big hitter, stepping up for Team Tainos. This Tainos team can really hit the ball. Really impressed from yesterday's performance. Let's see how they do today as they do battle with the Conquistadores. Down 2-0. Stays inside. I'm pretty sure Capono's going to attack the batter right here, Riley, carefully. He's shown plus power yesterday. He's the 4 hitter, the cleanup hitter. Notoriously one of the best run producers on the team. Any team is the 4 hitter, and that's where Tate Riley sits with the runner on third base with 2 outs. Malachi Lyon takes his lead from third, nobody holding him on. He can take an even bigger lead here. He goes down the line. Comes up empty on the pitch from Capono. Capono is an impressive baseball player in the PRIBL. So here's the big pitch right here with the runner on third with 2 outs. Third baseman checking on him. Lyon. Ball's cued again to the pitcher, Capono. Yeah, he's an outfielder. He knows how to play anywhere on the diamond. He's just a true athlete. So no runs, but 1 left on for the Tainos. Conquistadores coming to bat. 2-0's the score after 1 full inning. 2-0 is the score. Live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. We'll come back live. This is Anthony DeSanto in Puerto Rico. Hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast. We'll be back with you shortly. All right, we're back. This is Anthony DeSanto live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. 2-0 is the score. This is the top of the second inning to start things off for the Conquistadores. This is Smart, the batter, the left fielder. Bats from the right side. against the starting pitcher, Javier Lopez. Takes that one inside to Smart. Smart had a really good day for the Conquistadores, and his Conquistadores are 1-0. They won yesterday. And Smart had a big hand in that win yesterday. Let's see how he does today. Ball's hammered foul to the right side. Lopez had a tough first inning, but was helped out by his infield defense. Defense had a twin killing. Shortstop took it himself to second and then threw across to first base for the inning-ending double play. So good job by the shortstop for Team Tainos, Brian Calderon. We've put a star on him already. He's really impressive. Smart, the batter, with his yellow batting gloves, takes away. So Smart leads things off for his Conquistadores, already up 2-0 and looking for some more. So they were very, very cautious with Smart there after his big day yesterday. So a walk for Smart. He's on first. This is Theodores. Oh, offers to bunt, and he did go. Theodores, the batter for Conquistadores, could not hold up there. He's trying to move his teammate Smart around, but could not get the bunt down. Smart on first base, takes a Smart lead. And Theodores takes a good pitch right there from the starting pitcher Lopez for a strike. So in a hole right here is Theodores. Mistrikis. Got to talk to him yesterday. Father of Greek origin. If you couldn't already tell, checks a swing and goes down. That's a strike right there. So 1 out. Theodores is struck out for the first out. Could not move his teammate around. So now Hayden Bledsoe comes out. Good pitch right there. Wow, so Lopez really has done a good job of finding the strike zone. I know he walked Smart, but Smart's a good hitter, and obviously his last name is Smart, so he has a good idea at the plate. Oh, good pitch right there. Fooled him big time. Bledsoe with a half-hearted swing right there. Fooled him on that swing. So Lopez, again, working ahead now. So after walking the first batter, struck out Theodores. Now Bledsoe in the hole 0-2 with the runner on first base in the top of the second inning. There goes Smart. Throw down from the catcher. Oh, he stole that one easily, as I mentioned earlier. Smart, a very smart base runner. Hope you enjoy my puns. If not, I'm sorry. That's what I do. I'm a dad. Hayden Bledsoe. Oh, watch out there. Almost got hit by that one. So a stolen base for Smart. Let's see what Lopez does here with 1 out. Runner on second base is Smart. Just missed high to now a full count. 3-2 is the count with 1 out. Runner on second base. Let's see what the 8-hitter, Hayden Bledsoe, can do. Conquistadores already have a 2-0 lead. Just missed high. So that's a walk for Bledsoe. If you're Lopez, that's a batter you want to continue to attack and just miss with his off-speed pitch there. But still, you don't want to walk people. He walked Smart and he stole second base. Now he walked Bledsoe, the 8-hitter. So stepping in now is the 9-hitter. This is Jaziel Baez, the right fielder for Conquistadores. Bats with the runners on first and second. Lopez has good stuff. It's just that he's missing just a bit. He's not missing overly. There you see, there's the plus fastball. It's a good fastball on the corner right there. Swung on and misses Baez. So continuing to work ahead to these last few hitters. Let's see if he can put them away. A double play helped him last inning. Let's see if a double play can help him this inning with one out, runners on first and second. Smart takes his lead from second. Here's the pitch, just missed again to Janciel Baez. Second baseman dancing by second base, trying to keep the runner Smart close. He stole second base, so he might steal third. Cut on and missed right there. So Baez in a big hole, and Lopez looking to get the 9-hitter out. Theodore struck out. Bledsoe walked, he's on first. Smart walked, he's on second. Here's the pitch to Baez from Lopez. Fouled back and away. Watch out, birds. We have some birds visiting us in the stadium here in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Part of the PRIBL. These players get to play at many different fields in the area. They were in Marraquez a couple days ago. Today they're up until Wednesday actually, we're in Aguadilla. So we were here yesterday, today. Good pitch right there, taken for a strike. So the batter is out. Good job by Lopez to retire. That's his second strikeout this inning. Theodore struck out and Baez struck out. Joel Cortez, the leadoff hitter, stepping in. He's the shortstop. Cortez last inning walked and scored a run. Let's see how Lopez pitches to him now. So all the runs really were charged because of Lopez's wildness in the first inning. So let's see how he does here in the second inning. Just missed with that fastball. Cortez walked and scored a run. Good pitch right there. Gets the corner. Fast Horse, the on-deck batter, also walked and scored in the first inning. You got to keep these guys off the bases. If you can hear that wild man in the background, that's Christian Malgeri. He found his way to the press box area. I'm not sure they're supposed to be up there. But again, enter at your own risk. 1-2, here's the pitch from Lopez. He comes set with runners on first and second. Cut on and fouled back. Staying alive is the leadoff hitter, Cortez. Joel Cortez had a good day at the plate yesterday. I mean, this Conquistadores team is really, really well balanced. Two outs now. Runners on first and second. See if a two-out RBI is in the mix for Cortez and the Conquistadores. Lopez has 2 strikeouts this inning. Let's see if he can get his third. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball taken away. Even things up. 2-2 is the count. Beautiful day in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. If you've never had a chance to spend some time here, this is a wonderful, wonderful area. Beautiful island, wonderful people, wonderful food, great culture. Really thankful to be here. This is my second year as part of the PRIBL. Hope you're enjoying wherever you are listening from. This is Anthony DeSanto giving you this broadcast, and here's the 2-2 pitch. Stays just inside, taken for a ball. Full count now. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. This is the leadoff hitter, Cortez. Smart on second base. Hayden Bledsoe, the runner at first base, taking their leads. Full count, 2 outs. The runners should be off. Nope. And fouled off. See, that's the, whether it's coaching or it's just the baseball IQ. It's a full count pitch. They should be off with the pitch. Yeah, so now the third base coach reminds his base runners to get ready to run. This full count, 2 outs. Lopez comes set. Here's the pitch. There goes the runners. Bang, bang. Can't be looking. Yeah, surprised by running up. Good pitch to get out of the inning. He struck out the side, did Javier Lopez. 3 strikeouts to end the inning. And Cortez is caught looking to leave 2 runners on first and second. Conquistadores don't score in the top of the first inning, or top of the second inning, sorry. Coming back to you live, the score is 2-0. Conquistadores have the lead. Team Tainos coming to bat, down 2 runs in the bottom of the second inning. We'll be back here live with the PRIBL. Back here live, 2-0's the score. Tainos looking to chip away at the lead. Conquistadores have the lead, 2-0. They scored 2 runs in the first inning. The starting pitcher for the Tainos team, Javier Lopez, just struck out the side in the second inning, so he did a really good job bouncing back after giving up 2 runs. Comes up empty on the swing right there. The batter for Team Tainos, that's Greenslet. Just kidding right there, sorry. Ashton Weathersby, the third baseman, batting for the first time today. Checks his swing. Does a good job right there. Not committing. Two nothing the score. Nobody on, nobody out to lead things off in the bottom of the second inning. Ashton Weathersby. Tainos need to get somebody on. against the tough right-hander for the Conquistadores, Kapono Kahali. He had 2 walks last inning, did Kapono, a little wild, but as he misses high there, a little frustrated at himself right there at the landing spot as he fixes it. As long as you're comfortable on the mound, good things can happen. But right now, falling behind, 3-2 the count. Just misses right there on a close pitch. Ashton Weathersby takes the walk. It's the 3rd walk issued by Kapono. So now we have a runner on first base. Now it's Nat Greenslet. Greenslet, the batter, the catcher, batting 6th for Tainos. He flies that one to a shallow right center. Right fielder going out there to his right to catch that one. The center fielder also looking to catch that one, but the right fielder takes charge and catches that one. First out. So big out right there. Greenslet is retired. Kurt Ortega stepping to the plate. Fan club over there of the Ortega family. There goes the runner. Oh, good job of hitting right there by Ortega, jumping all over that one to hammer that ball through the infield into the outfield as he reaches base safely. And a good job of hitting right there by Ortega. First and second now. Tainos threatening with 1 out. Runner in scoring position is Weathersby. And Ortega moving things around with his clean base hit. That would have been a base hit no matter what. But the runner was in motion, moving over the shortstop to his left to cover the bag. But Ortega hit that ball right through. Runners on first and second now. Darren Rosenberg, the batter. Rosenberg, we got to see pitch last night in the 1 o'clock game. Let's see what he can do here with runners on first and second. His team Tainos down by a couple. As we mentioned earlier, all 4 of these teams in the PRIBL are extremely well balanced. Last year I thought they were a little unbalanced, but this year they are extremely balanced. Good job of the scouting department and the head coaches. That ball trickles away in the dirt. He walked Weathersby. He got Greenslet out on a fly ball to the outfield and then gave up a hard hit by Kurt Ortega of Tainos. Good pitch right there from Kapono to Rosenberg, the batter. The outfielder, Darren Rosenberg of Tainos, gets his first at-bat in the bottom of the inning. Takes that one low. So now the bases are loaded of Tainos. That's not what you want to do. This is a tough situation here. It's the bottom of the second inning. Bases loaded, full of Tainos. That squirts through the legs of the catcher. 1 run is going to score. Scampering in is Weathersby. Weathersby scores on, I would say, a pass ball, but up to your scoring judgment on that one, whether it be a wild pitch or a pass ball. That one right through the legs, the wickets of the catcher. So tough way to score those cheap runs, but a run nonetheless. Runners on first and second and third. Infield comes in. Comes up empty. The batter, Miguel Nueves. Nueves, the DH designated hitter for Team Tainos. So Weathersby scores. the first run of this inning. Good pitch right there by Capono. So 2-1 is the score. Tainos score their first run. As the home team, they get their last at-bats, of course, in the bottom here of the second inning as that ball is fouled back over the screen. Watch out, everybody. A well-attended game today, much more than yesterday. Paid attendance, we'll get to that momentarily, and maybe in the third inning we'll get to the paid attendance. Live here in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Luis Marquez Stadium. Rich history of Luis Marquez Stadium as Nueves, the batter, bats with runners on second and third, the 2-2 count. The pitcher, Capono, for Conquistadores, pitches with the infield in, runners on second and third, they take their leads. Capono comes set, here's the 2-2. Taken high by Nueves. You don't want to mess around here if you're Capono. As we mentioned about the Luis Marquez Stadium, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but he was the third Puerto Rican ever to play in the Major League Baseball. You can find that on Wikipedia. That ball is taken for a strike three. Strike three right there. Nueves goes down on strikes looking. That's not what you want to do if you're Nueves. So Capono retires Nueves right there. How about that sound system right there? Good job, guys. Bring things back to Malachi Lyon. Lyon, the batter. Center fielder Lyon takes his second turn. 2 outs now. Runners on second and third still. Tainos need to cash in. Nueves could not score the runner from third base with less than 2 outs. Leaving it up to Malachi Lyon. Hammers that ball to the second baseman. Second baseman ranging in and tosses it over to first base to retire the side. 1 run does come across, but the Tainos team leaves 2 runners stranded on second and third. Good job by the pitcher Capono to limit the damage. 2-1 is the score. That does it for the second full inning. 2-1 is the score. We're going to start the third inning momentarily with Conquistadores coming to bat with a 2-1 lead. We'll be back momentarily with the PRIBL. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. This is Anthony DeSanto giving you this live broadcast. I do thank you for all your support, tuning in, liking, subscribing, and commenting, and just being a part of the broadcast wherever you're listening from or watching from. This is an awesome service that the PRIBL puts on. Great show. So many people around the scenes helping out. The camera people are doing a great job. There's the first pitch, taken for a strike. Good job right there by Lopez. Lopez gave up 2 runs in the top of the first inning and then struck out the side in the second inning. So here we are in his 3rd inning of work. Lopez, good job right there. I think he's settled down and settled in really nicely. So this is Nick Fasthorse getting his second turn. Comes up empty, down in the hole. 0-2, here's the pitch. Stays inside again with that one. Almost hit him. Fasthorse walked in his first turn in the first inning and scored for his Conquistadores. Let's see what he can do here. Comes up empty, another strikeout. That's 4 strikeouts in a row. Or 4 strikeouts for Javier Lopez, if you're keeping track at home. Good job by Lopez to retire Fasthorse, the leadoff hitter in the 3rd inning. Now stepping to the plate is Braden Kaler. Kaler, the 3-hitter for Conquistadores. Just misses there. Appreciate your support, everyone. Kaler had a RBI base hit in his first turn. Let's see what he does here in his second at bat. Takes that one. In a good hitter's count for Kaler. Batting from the right side against the right-handed pitcher Lopez. Good pitch right there. Ooh, taken just low, off the plate. So Lopez being very careful. Just missed there again. So Lopez not missing by much, but not getting the call. So second time that Kaler is aboard the second time. First the hit, RBI hit, and then now just the walk. So with 1 out, Kaler is aboard. Connor Anderson now stepping in. Batting from the left side, checking in on Kaler. It's fun to see all these players in the PRIBL play multiple positions. Some odd positions too. Catcher and outfielder, or pitcher and third baseman, or all those different mixes. Very versatile, but very unique. Most of the time it's infielder, outfielder. There goes the runner, Kaler. Throw down from the catcher, bounces in. Good pick by thought the shortstop was going to pick that one, but comes up empty. The stolen base was going to be there anyway for Kaler, but he's now on second base with a stolen base. Kaler's had a really nice day today, and we're only in the 3rd inning. This is the morning game of the 2 games. There's a 10 o'clock game and a 1 o'clock game. Good pitch right there. Nueves gets the call. Connor Anderson, the batter. Anderson had an RBI. Fouls that one straight back. Oh, it hit the catcher. Or hit the umpire, on the ricochet off the backstop. Backstop it's long back there, but it's also a brick facade. So balls will bounce back, so runners be careful. As we mentioned earlier that Anderson had a RBI ground out, fielder's choice. Did a good job of putting the ball in play, and that's what you got to do, and he does it here. Oh, the third baseman does a good job ranging over to his right to snag that one. So that's the second out, big out right there. Good defense by Team Tainos once again. Showing and flashing the leather, helping out their starting pitcher. So Anderson is retired. Reynolds coming to the plate. Reynolds takes that one high with the runner in scoring position. Comes set, the pitcher, Lopez fires. Just missing again, close pitch. Lopez has done a good job of settling down, settling in. Once again, he hasn't been missing by much. He has 4 strikeouts in his 2 2/3 of an inning. Gets the call right there. So he wants to finish this 3rd inning, only giving up the 2. Rebounded really nicely. If he can get out of this one, 3 innings of 2-run ball. And those runs were only on walks, so it showed a little bit of his wildness. But he gets the call there again. Evens things up 2-2 with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position on second base. The runner on second base is Kaler. The runner on second base. So with 2 outs, hammers that one. Oh my goodness, almost took the pitcher's head off there, but the second baseman also dove. Can't come up with it. Catcher couldn't handle that one. Getting to second base, though. Good job of hitting right there. Fantastic job of hitting right there by Braylon Reynolds. Reynolds, an RBI base hit. Brings up Joshua Smart. Smart, the batter, with the runner in scoring position after the RBI base hit by Braylon Reynolds. The center fielder's throw came high, and the catcher tried to cut it off, but couldn't corral it to allow Reynolds to get to second base. So he's now on second base. An RBI base hit from him. Scoring is Kaler from second base. Now Smart takes a strike on the outside corner. Smart walked and stole a base in his first turn. Let's see how he does in his second turn with the runner on second base. Takes that one high. Evens things up 1-1 with a runner on second base. In scoring position is Reynolds. Kaler walked and stole a base to get him to second base in scoring position. And Reynolds brought him in with a 2-out RBI hit. Expand the lead. Conquistadores 3 and Tainos 1 as that ball's hit into the ground. Shortstop has to throw across the diamond. Good throw right there, and catch by the first baseman to retire Smart. Good play by the shortstop. That's a tough play for anyone, and Smart can run really fast down the line and just got him in time. So 1 run does score. They left 1 on second base. Conquistadores have the lead as we head into the 3rd inning. We'll be back momentarily. Conquistadores have the lead 3-1 over Team Tainos as they come to bat in the bottom of the 3rd inning. This is the PRIBL Puerto Rican International Baseball League. It's a summer wooden bat league. Hope you're enjoying the day. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, part of the PRIBL. It's a college wooden bat league. Very well-rounded teams in the PRIBL. Thank you for joining us. This is the bottom of the third inning. The score is 3-1. Conquistadores have the lead, and Tainos coming to bat in the bottom of the third inning. And on the mound, Capono for his Conquistadores. Team Tainos looking to get back in this game. Gave up a run last inning. Let's see what the offense can do for Tainos. In a hole here, the batter for Tainos. This is Masso, Dominic Masso. Ball stays high. Really fun to watch these guys play here in Puerto Rico. Some of these guys played in this PRIBL Wood Bat League last year. Just gets a piece of that one is Masso. Masso, a good hitter, as we saw him yesterday. He puts the bat on the ball really well. Good bat-to-ball skills, like a lot of these guys. But it's fun to watch certain ones put a star on some of these kids and highlight. We want to highlight all of them, but some more recognizable. Wow, goes down on strikes right there. So it just goes to show what kind of stuff that the pitcher for Conquistadores, as we've highlighted so many times, Capono, has. He's finished 2 full innings. He's trying to get through 3 innings. He has 3 strikeouts, but he has those 4 walks. The 4 walks have been an issue for him. I think if he limited those, obviously, you want to limit your pitches, pitch count especially if you're a starting pitcher. Walks are the absolute worst for a pitcher and for any pitching coach out there that's listening. Good pitch right there, just missed right there. And Capono thought that one was a strike, but the umpire says, nope, that was inside. Just missed to the batter, Brian Calderon. Calderon is a plus hitter. Exciting to watch him bat. Some of these guys, you don't want to miss their at-bats. That ball's hammered into left center field. Left fielder ranging over, and the center fielder calls him off as he ranges over to his right to catch that one. So Calderon is retired. 2 outs now. With nobody on and 2 outs. Tate Riley, the batter. Riley, the 4-hitter and first baseman for Team Tainos. So Capono has really settled in nicely this inning as he cuts through the teeth of the 2, 3, and 4 hitters here. Let's see how he handles the batter here. And he cues that one into no man's land, right field, short right field. Good job of hitting right there. Tate Riley gets aboard with a 2-out hit. Ashton Weathersby, the batter, stepping in. Weathersby reached base with a walk in his last turn of at-bats. So it's always interesting to watch the pitchers as they go through the lineup twice to see and how they respond. And this is a good chance for Capono to really put a stamp on his day to finish 3 innings to limit the damage here by only giving up the 1 run. Oh, cued off the catcher. That's going to get him to second base. That's a tough block right there. Hit off his knee, shin guard there. Nothing he can do. So call that a wild pitch. Ashton Weathersby looks to cash in the run from second base. Riley on for second base now with the 2-out hit. Good pitch right there by Capono. So you can really tell that Capono has a really good idea of what he wants to do and how to attack these hitters. Yes, he has the 4 walks, but he's done a really good job of dominating the Tainos team. Giving up a couple hits, but those walks were the key. Here's the ground ball to shortstop, ranging over. Good throw by the shortstop to retire the batter, Weathersby. He goes down, 1 runner left on base, but Capono does a great job of finishing 3 full innings. Let's see if he comes back out. That might be it for him, but good job nonetheless by Capono. Fantastic job of pitching for Team Conquistadores as they have the lead 3-1 as Team Tainos are retired, and that does it for the 3 innings. Going to the top of the 4th inning, Conquistadores coming to bat with the lead 3-1. We'll be back with the PRIBL live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Back here live, Anthony DeSanto with the PRIBL, top of the 4th inning. Kicks, fires, and deals low. That's right, Javier Lopez back on the mound. Lopez on for his 4th inning of work. Has really come into his own recently and has done a good job of limiting Conquistadores, although they do have a lead, 3-1. Good pitch right there, fastball from Lopez. Thank you for joining us and being a part of this broadcast, wherever you're listening from. Hope you're enjoying the day. Once again, happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there. I know we celebrated it on Sunday, but a lot of fathers out there supporting these baseball players, along with the mothers, of course, all the parents. Thank you for being a part of these baseball players' lives and their journey. Taking for a strike right there. Good job right there of Lopez locating that fastball to even things up 2-2. Conquistadores are batting with the lead in the top of the 4th inning. Stays low. Full count now. Comes up empty, swing and a miss. Big out right there. Another strikeout for Lopez. Man, he's done a good job of really settling himself in and settling himself down. So Theodore is done. Theodore is struck out on the full count pitch from Lopez. Here's the first pitch to the catcher, Bledsoe, Hayden Bledsoe, the 8-hitter for Conquistadores. Conquistadores with the lead. Let's see if Conquistadores can get their second win in the PRIBL. They won yesterday. Comes up empty on the good fastball from Lopez. Been really impressed with the pitching of Lopez. He definitely gets a star in my book. So back-to-back strikeouts. Caught looking. Man, Lopez has had a good morning on the mound. Really impressive. This Conquistador team, they can really hit the ball, and they're not having much success against Lopez. The only real damage has been the walks. And on the other side of the ball, Capono also had an uptick in walks, but Capono hasn't really affect him much. But Lopez and Tainos, those walks did hurt, come back to haunt. Settled in really nicely to get the first 2 on strikeouts. Let's see how he pitches to Nueves. Nueves, the 9-hitter, steps in, the right fielder. Comes up empty. Good hard fastball again. Wow. He might come back out for another inning at Lopez, but really good showing by Lopez. Really impressive. Hope you're enjoying his outing. 6 strikeouts for Lopez, but he does have those 5 walks. Only giving up 2 hits, though. Let's see if he can get his 7th strikeout here. 1-2 to Nueves, Miguel Nueves. Here's the pitch, just inside. Brushes him off the plate. Get off my plate, says Lopez to Nueves. Let's see what Nueves has for Lopez in this 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. Nobody on base. 3-1 ball game in the top of the 4th inning. Conquistadores with the lead. Misses high, full count now. Be really impressive if Lopez can finish 4 innings. Nobody warming up in the bullpen, so this is going to be his inning. The pitch. Interesting. All right. So Nueves walks, and Lopez is like, I'm going to remember that, and I'm going to remember you. I like the competitive nature by Lopez and Nueves there. I love that exchange. That's how you got to have. You got to have that competitive edge and competitive spirit. These guys are competing. This is not a easy, soft league. These guys really want to compete and get better and learn from each other, but learn a lot about themselves as they play and compete against each other in this game and this league. So Lyon, the batter, takes high right there. think we have a pinch hitter. Oh, how about that? I got ahead of myself. That's Cortez, the leadoff hitter. Joel Cortez, the shortstop. Just kidding. That is Baez on first base. So Baez and Lopez had a fun exchange. So now the leadoff hitter bats. Just missed right there. That was a ball to Cortez. Cortez has a good idea of the strike zone. So Baez, the 9-hitter, walks with 2 outs. He's on first, taking his lead. Called strike right there. So these guys are chirping a little bit, stepping out like that. Some unwritten rules, but let's see how they respond. Good pitch right there, taken for a strike. I love this brand of baseball. Full count pitch right here. This is a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. Runner on first base. Joel Cortez, the batter, with his blue bat and blue batting gloves, takes again for another walk. So Baez and Cortez back-to-back walks. I think Lopez getting tired a little bit in this 4th inning of work. Let's see if he can finish what he started. But a tough customer here in Nick Fast Horse steps in to bat against Javier Lopez. Lopez has had a very interesting pitching line. A lot of walks and a lot of strikeouts. Pitches now with 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning in a 3-1 ball game. He's given up a few runs. Let's see if he can shut down Conquistadores. Fast Horse. Fast Horse takes high and away. Lopez getting a little frustrated with himself. He's got good stuff. He just needs to follow through and finish and trust his stuff. Good pitch right there. And they're going to steal third base right there. Called strike. So 1-1 the count. Runners on first and third. Baez with the stolen base. Catching team Tainos napping. Good job of stealing third base. Getting himself 90 feet away. Corners come in just a little bit. With 2 outs, the middle infielders pinch a little bit. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So now they got the runners caught up. And stolen base nonetheless. Catcher threw down to third base as Cortez stole second base. He tried to hang himself up there to allow Baez to scamper home. But Tainos played that one nicely and tried to backpick the runner on third base, Baez, but to no avail. Runners on second and third now, 2 outs. Big pitch right here to Fast Horse. Good pitch right there. Bang, bang, and that does it for him. So that does it for Conquistadores and Tainos. Tainos coming to bat, a good pitch right there by Lopez to retire Fast Horse with 2 runners in scoring position. But they don't score, they leave 2 though. But they do have the lead. Conquistadores are done in the 4th inning. Team Tainos coming to bat in the bottom of the 4th inning, down by 2. We're live here in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico with the PRIBL. Back here live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Bottom of the fourth inning. Team Tainos need to score. Down by a couple. Good pitch right there to lead things off. The starting pitcher, Capono, for the Conquistadores. Hammer that ball into center field. That's a good base hit right there. Probably the hardest ball hit today for Team Tainos. So runner on first base now. Ortega batting with the runner on. There goes the runner. Going to be safe on the errant throw. Going to stay put, though, on second base. So, man, what a good afternoon or good morning that Nat Greenslet is having. That ball was hammered to lead things off in the bottom of the fourth inning. Runner on second base, so Greenslet getting himself to second base in scoring position for Kurt Ortega. Let's see how Kurt Ortega can do in this at-bat. Let's see what he does here. He had a base hit earlier in the game. Let's see if he can do that again to score his teammate. He chopped that ball foul. So runner in scoring position is Nat Greenslet. Finds himself on second base with nobody out in the bottom of the fourth inning. Ortega in a hole here. Comes up empty right there, so swing on and missed. First down is recorded on the strikeout by Capono. Now stepping in with the runner still in scoring position, Darren Rosenberg. Rosenberg got a walk in his earlier turn in the morning game here. Again, this is the first of the two games today on this beautiful Tuesday, the 17th of June. Hopefully you're enjoying the week so far. Had a good Father's Day on Sunday, spent in Puerto Rico with my wife. A wonderful time together. Here's the pitch. That one's chopped foul by Rosenberg. One out, runner on second base. Tainos need to pick up that run. They're down by 2 runs, scored 3-1. Conquistadores have the lead. This is a tough Conquistadores team. That ball's hammered foul back against the screen. Rosenberg would love to pick up the runner on second from second base, Nat Greenslet. So another mixed outing by another pitcher here today. 5 strikeouts and 4 walks for Capono. Here's the pitch. Just misses high right there. Rosenberg doesn't chase. Capone's only given up that 1 run. He's done a really good job of bending, but not breaking. But now he finds himself with a runner in scoring position and 1 out. He would love to retire Rosenberg here. It's a big out to get. See what Rosenberg tries to do here with Capono's stuff. The outfielders are very straight away in the outfield. Infielders are straight away for the most part, and that ball's fouled back right off his bat. So it remains 2-2 with 1 out. Runner in scoring position is Nat Greenslet. Greenslet led things off with a hard hit single. For my money, I think that was the hardest hit ball today. Catcher coming out to talk to his pitcher. This is the 4th inning for the starting pitcher, Capono. Talks it over with his catcher, Bledsoe. Bledsoe wanted to refresh Capono with the signs, or just talk about what they're doing later tonight, or whatever their plans are for the rest of the day, or just give him a chance to talk and breathe and speak some positivity one pitch at a time to Capono. Here's the set and the pitch from Capono. Just misses high with that one. So full count. Good job by Rosenberg to get the count full after he fell behind early. So from 0-2 to 3-2. See what Capono does. Here's the pitch, and that stays low. So another walk for Capono. Now with runners on first and second with only 1 out. This is the inning for Team Tainos. Let's see what they can do with it, with runner in scoring position and a runner at first base. This is Nueves. Miguel Nueves the third. Good pitch right there. Don't know where that one missed. Maybe low. Good pitch right there, though, nonetheless. So Conquistadores won their game yesterday. Tainos lost. There goes the runner from third. A throw into the outfield, and the run's going to come in. So they score with speed. And there goes, oh, he bobbled it out there in the outfield and allowing the runner to go to third base. So a little bit of a sloppy play from the Conquistadores. Catcher to misfired on the throw to third, and then that goes into the outfield, then mishandled in left field and allow the runner now to go to third base. So a run does come in. So now it's 3-2 with the runner in scoring position with 1 out. Infield comes in now with Miguel Nueves at the plate. Let's see what he does here. Yeah, no action in the bullpen. So this is Capono's inning. Needs to settle himself down and just throw strikes. And that's just the case with most of these players, whether they're batting or pitching or playing in the field. They just need to take a deep breath and understand they can only control what they can control. They can't control the hitter. They can't control the umpire. They can't control the fielders. Can't control the fans. They can just control what they do. And Capono's having a little bit of a personal crisis as he battles with himself. Good pitch right there. Maybe that'll help settle him down. This is the guy you want to get right here with a runner on third base. The tying runs on third base. Infield comes in just a little bit. Infield's definitely in. Comes up empty. Good pitch right there by Capono to retire Nueves. Huge out as the leadoff hitter Malachi Lyons steps in for Team Tainos with the runner on third base. That's the tying run on third base. So Nat Greenslet got on base, then stole a base. Capono retired Ortega, then Rosenberg walked, and he's now the runner on third base. Greenslet really did a good job of causing total chaos for the Conquistadores. Speed never slumps, and I'm a true believer in that. And Greenslet has done a really good job today to get his team closer. Let's see what Lyon can do here. Checks his swing. Ball stays high. That's a big out right here in the game. All eyes on Capono and Lyon. Gets by the catcher. That's going to be the tying run. Slides in. So, not a good job. Again, this little sloppy play. I think that's Braden Kaler at catcher now. That's unlike Braden Kaler to let that one go by, but he does to allow the tying run to score. So this is now anyone's ball game. So 3-3 the score. Nobody on, 2 out. Issues a walk to Lyon. So having a little bit of a trouble pitcher and catcher right now. So the manager comes out to talk to his pitcher. I think that might do it for him. Struggled mightily this 4th inning to get through it. He almost got out of it. But a little sloppy play from the Conquistadores to allow the tying run to score. Now runner on first base is Lyon. Dominic Masso coming to bat as we take a brief intermission from the PRIBL Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Always a good reminder to drink water, and that's what the coaching staffs and player personnel are helping out the umpires with water. If you're here, it's a beautiful day, believe it or not. The sun is out there. The clouds are given coverage, so I don't think there's going to be any rain in sight today, but beautiful weather nonetheless, and the clouds, I'm sure the players and everybody out in the sun would love to see some cloud coverage. So 2 outs, runner on second base, first base. Checks down the runner, sliding in safely is Lyon. I bet you dollars to donuts he's running here. With 2 outs, Masso the batter. There goes Lyon. Throw down from the catcher is not in time. Oh, he came off the base, but safe at second base. So that's his second stolen base of the day, Lyon. You don't want to walk the leadoff hitter on any team, and that's what Capono has done twice today, and he stole both times he was on first base. So with 2 outs, runner in scoring position, it's the go-ahead run in the 4th inning on second base in scoring position for the 2-hitter for Tainos, Dominic Masso. Thank you for joining us and being a part of this broadcast. The PRIBL in beautiful Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Beautiful beaches, beautiful scenic views along the roadways and highways and byways. Ball's hammered to third base. Third baseman bobbles it, picks it up, and looks for a tag, but oh, he came off the base. How about that? He stuck with it. Good job by the third baseman for the Conquistadores. Fantastic play to retire the side. That, I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure who that third baseman was, but he did a good job nonetheless for the Conquistadores to retire the side, and that does it for Team Tainos. Big play right there. Big blunder, running mistake there to retire him. So the score is still tied, though, but they do score 2 times to even things up on the messy defense by Conquistadores, but they don't give up the run, and they're coming to bat with the score tied 3-3 as we start the 5th inning. We'll be back here live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. All right, we're back here live. This is Anthony DeSanto with the broadcast. Thank you for being a part of this broadcast. 3-3 is the score in the fifth inning as Team Tainos scored the tying run, trying to keep things where it's at with the starting pitcher still on the mound. Javier Lopez has had a really good day on the mound. Really impressive pitcher. Same with Capono on the other side. Conquistadores, that ball skips in. So a little bit of a blip on the screen for Lopez, falling behind 2-0. To the batter for Conquistadores, this is Braden Kaler. Kaler leading things off in the fifth inning. Last inning, I'm pretty sure that was Clayton Blummel, the third baseman, to apply the tag right there to end the inning. So good job by the third baseman, Blummel, to retire Team Tainos to get his Conquistadores to the plate. Fouled straight back to the screen. Braden was all over that one. He's a fun guy to watch, Braden Kaler. He's the three-hitter, actually, for his Conquistadores, which is a very, very potent offensive team, and he's the three-hitter for him. So that says a lot about him. Takes that one just high and outside. So big at-bat for Conquistadores as they give up some runs to a tie score, 3-3 here in the fifth inning. Fouled straight back against the screen again. Braden's all over this guy, Lopez. Kaler's had a good day at the plate. He's walked and had an RBI hit earlier in the game in the morning. He's also had a stolen base. Let's see what he does in this turn of at-bats. Hammers that one into the ground. Third baseman fields it. One hop throws on the tag. No, it bobbles it and gets out of the glove. Man, that would have been a nice play right there. But Braden ran through the tag and the ball squirted out of the first baseman's mitt. So he's now on first baseman. Always a scary play, though, for the first baseman. Anytime he has to come off the bag and reach for the tag. But he ran through the tag and the ball came out of the glove of the first baseman for the Tainos team. So the throw had to get the first baseman off the bag, and the throw was into the runner. So Kaler is safe, and he's probably going to be stealing second base as well. So let's see what the starting pitcher can do. He checks on the runner. Good throw over there by Lopez. Javier Lopez has had a very tough time on the mound. He's grinded and shown what he can do with his arm and his just absolute athletic ability. Has had a mixed day on the mound with his strikeouts and walks. Very, very shaky, but has done a good job of limiting the damage to the Conquistadores. Conquistadores have a very, very potent offense. They won yesterday, and right now we're tied in the fifth inning. Let's see what Braden Kaler will do. Taken outside to the batter for Conquistadores, Connor Anderson. Anderson has been held in check for the most part. For Conquistadores, a tough hitter as he bats from the left side. Checks him again. Diving back safely is Kaler. Anderson has a RBI to his credit, but other than that, he's been held in check. But again, as the four-hitter, that's your job, to get an RBI any chance you get. And that's what I love to see, these hitters, how they can produce runs and how they can grind out their at-bats in different ways. Tough pitchers on the hill trying to get them out and deceive them and showcase all their pitches. As that one is taken outside, and it's It's tough to watch a pitcher labor like this, but I think Lopez might be at his mark. We'll see how he does, and as he tangles with the 5-hitter for Conquistadores. Tough hitter, tough right-handed hitter, Braylon Reynolds steps in. So Anderson walks. He's now on first. Kaler also reaching base. Let's see what Lopez can do with nobody out. Runners on first and second. Conquistadores threatening big time in the 5th inning. Top of the 5th inning. Tie score 3-3. Misses high again. Reynolds has an RBI hit already. Looking for some more to cash in Braden Kaler from second base. He takes his lead. So misses high again, 3-0. Tainos starting pitcher Javier Lopez is trying to hang on. Let's see if he breaks. Gets the call right there on the high strike. 3-1 now. Beautiful, sunny Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. So far, we've been blessed with good weather. Here's the pitch. Catches the corner right there now. Battling back is Lopez. Full count to the batter, Reynolds. Reynolds batting with his green wooden bat. And all these hitters are using the wood bat. It's a wooden bat league. Here's the 3-2. Gets the call and the corner. There's an out right there. Another strikeout for Lopez. Catches the tough hitter in Reynolds looking. So now another tough hitter in Smart. Smart bats with runners on first and second. 1 out, only 1 out. Smart looking to get the lead here. Comes up empty on the big wild swing. Fooled on that pitch by Lopez. Let's see what Jehoshua Smart can do here with runners on first and second. 1 out. High fastball. Gets out of the way of that one. Smart's been held in check, too, for the Conquistadores. Just misses there on the fastball. Smart does have a stolen base today. Let's see what he can do here in this at-bat right here. Catches the corner. Fools him again. He was bailing out on that one, was Smart. Let's see if Lopez can take care of Smart here. He's got 1 out, but runners on first and second. Oh, good pitch by Lopez to retire Smart. Had him fooled and off balance that whole at-bat, actually. That was not a good at-bat from Smart. Jehoshua Smart goes down on strikes, now 2 outs. Back-to-back strikeouts by Lopez. So it's very interesting to watch Lopez today. He's had a very imbalanced line with a lot of strikeouts and a lot of walks. Right when you think oh, there goes the runner. Step off. Nobody's covering third. There is somebody covering third now. And he runs into an out. Good tag right there. So Kaler thought he could take a base, but he gets caught. Good job by Lopez to step off and throw it to the third baseman. So innings where they're running into outs right there. So both teams have made the third out at third base. So interesting call and play right there by Conquistadores. So no runs come across. One left on base after the caught stealing at third base. Braden Kaler is cut down. So still tied 3-3 as we go into the bottom of the fifth inning, tied 3-3 in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, part of the PRIBL. This is Anthony DeSanto bringing you the live broadcast. Hope you're enjoying it. We'll be back in a minute.